Did we already start?
It's recording, but no, we didn't start. Welcome to Vivid Chaos.
Ooh, ooh.
This is our third time recording this episode because I have fucked it up twice by not hitting record on this, and then I recorded Jordan sounding like a chipmunk, which is pretty funny, but
a chipette.
Chipette.
A chipette. Yes, I did. I sounded like a chipette. Like I sucked a helium balloon.
Today we're going to talk about my Botox coming out because it was like I had the filler, but then it was gone.
Okay, well, we can get on that topic since he already wants to bring it up. I am, like we were just discussing, 35 years old. So I am trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I think I genuinely try to do that every day. I'm trying to focus more on my health, like overall health, and like trying to a more holistic approach to things, So, took my extensions out. I got all the filler dissolved out of my face. So this is me. And, I take a shit ton of vitamins. I'm about to start doing, some castor oil in the belly button with the wrap thing. And
I have no idea what that is.
I'm not using, if y'all see my hair looking crazy, because we live in this Louisiana humidity and I have naturally it's not curly. I don't know what it is. It's like buckwheat hair is what I say. So if y'all see me looking crazy out there, just mind your business because I'm not using any heat on my hair unless it's a blow dryer because I absolutely have to blow dry my hair. Otherwise it just like gets greasy the next day. But yeah, I'm trying to be like, just more healthy.
All right,
overall.
Just make sure all three cameras are recording and this
is
Jordan,
exhausting.
You check, it's recording.
This is exhausting.
What? This part?
I don't understand, man. Like let's get it together. Get it together. But yeah, so I'm just trying to be overall healthier in general. And both mentally, spiritually.
Me too. That's the one thing about working out. I mean, one used to be for aesthetics a long time ago, but it's more for clarity and then eating
I gotta
clean.
quit that thing too. I love how I'm saying that I'm the pillar of health. And here's this fucking thing right here. These things are trash. These are garbage. They're horrible. They are horrific for you. They are worse for you than actual cigarettes. So if you do these, throw them the fuck out. They're disgusting.
The way you just said that is an ad, like somebody going, okay, I need to do that. They're going to take that as I need to do that. You just said, don't use this, don't do it. Somebody's going, oh, I'm going to try that.
Do as I say, not as I do, clearly. These are more addictive I was a smoker, a heavy smoker, smoked cigarettes I think I tried my first one, like really started smoking at like 18 or 19. And then I didn't quit until I think my 30s. I think my 30th or 31st. Yeah, when I was 31.
Didn't you quit whenever you were like split up from your?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I quit in like 3 months. But yeah,
I've never done either.
That was way easier for me to quit. Cigarettes were way easier for me to quit than, well, I don't know, because honestly, dude, what are you clapping at me for? You think that's gonna make me find the hair?
No, I was thinking of that Kevin Gates song in my head from earlier.
Thinking with my dick?
Yeah, with the video with the lady, the comments, the lady clapping in the background.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. We talked about it earlier, just randomly went through my head.
Okay. All right. Well, this is not everyone is going to be watching us on this. They're going to be listening to us. So I'm sure that's going to sound like, where the fuck did that come from? You just randomly started clapping. That's what you did.
I know.
No sense at all. I thought you were trying to rush me, honestly.
I kind of was, but then my mind went to that.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. It was like speed it up, but then my mind went to that. I don't know.
I know you're not telling me to speed it up.
That's like, yeah, I did. I was like, come on. Because you pulled that little hair thing twice.
I'll have y'all know that we would have been done filming had this guy actually hit record on the sound. So now we are later than we should be. So don't rush me. Don't rush me.
I just was doing it for, I don't know.
Yeah, clout.
Yeah,
Clout.
I was.
Clout. You know what I thought that word was? You know what I thought that it meant? So the best, let me preface this with this. She was, Mackenzie Miller, if you're listening, hands down, the best assistant I ever had in my entire life. And I will die on that hill. And I just saw that she got a new job and promotion at this like company. And I'm so proud of her.
Good for her.
Yeah, I know. But she was the best ever, but she was also a lot younger than me. So whenever she was working for me, I would hear certain things and stuff and I'd be like, what does this mean? And I had heard this song on the radio one day and it was like something like doing it for the clout or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck does clout mean? Never heard that word before. I thought it was a fish. A clout fish. Like, doesn't that sound like a fish?
Yeah, but
it could be a clout fish.
A song doing it for the cloud that.
Look, there's a lot of fucking songs that I hear that I'm like, none of this shit makes sense. None of these words make sense. They rhyme, maybe on a good day, you know? But some of them I'm just like, has anyone listened to the lyrics of this actual song before?
Yeah.
There's been a few of them like that for me.
Yeah, I think they bend words to make them sound or like throw stuff in there, you know, occasionally.
Yeah.
You good?
No, I am like, that's what I was saying. I think I need like a like a lymphatic drainage massage. And you know what? It's probably because whenever I press right here, I can like feel it, the phlegm coming out or whatever it is. I don't know. And it's probably
it's just
oh God, the disgust in your face just now. That's disgusting.
I don't know.
Oh my God. What's that word I like to use whenever something's super gross? Putrid. That's putrid. I feel like that's like spitting in someone's face.
I've got a weak stomach.
Huh?
I'm weak when it comes
it's
to
loud. I know that. It is super loud.
Sometimes it is.
Super duper loud.
Will we kava, however you say it?
Kava.
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 Yeah.
Kava.
That's what we had last time we were here working.
I know.
Like, you're right, dude.
Dude, I mean, it's like, because it's like fucking dead silent in here, dude. If neither one of us were talking, you could hear a fucking pin drop. Okay.
Listen,
like,
you can hear the fan on the light, hear it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just super, super fucking quiet in here. And that, if you know me, drives me nuts.
Serial killer vibes.
No, I mean, I watch serial killer documentaries and shows to go to sleep at night. So no, that would probably be soothing to me.
Why is it all women like that?
They looked and I saw Stuttering Stanley. I don't understand why I just can't get it to come out of my mouth when it should. Sorry if I hurt your ears. I don't think about it going through like a car sticker.
I don't even know what you saw him or you were stuttering yourself and saying that.
I just stuttered.
Oh, I thought Stuttering Stanley was a person. No, I'm like stumbling.
See, this is one thing that I've noticed about you, and this is what frustrates me sometimes. Is that I get super mad at you sometimes. Is that
you want to hit me?
You're a very literal person, so I will jokingly say something like Stuttering Stanley, and anyone else would giggle because they know that Stuttering Stanley is not a real person at all, and it was a joke. You know how it's like, what is it?
Well, if you would have been like, today, Junior, then I would have thought Happy Gilmore.
You didn't hear me go, I.
Well, no, but that's off of Happy Gilmore, so it's like something I know. I've never used Stuttering Stanley. I can't even say
Today, Junior is not off of Happy Gilmore.
It is.
No, it's not.
No,
Happy
it's
Gilmore
not. It's Billy Madison.
Thank you.
Billy Madison, I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. Adam Sandler is
I got that wrong.
Hands down, one of my favorite celebrities on the planet. You know why? Because I love his style.
You're 100% right. I just got that wrong because Happy Gilmore was on TV recently.
You know Happy Gilmore 2 is
coming out. And they came
out
real close to each other.
They did. Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. I'm like...
Are you fucking kidding me? I feel like, honestly,
it could be great, but I don't know, like, how do they pick up from that?
Adam Sandler is one person who has consistently made movies, starred in his own movies and other movies.
And he has all his close friends in there too.
Exactly. And he has done that for over a decade, dude. So he's, whatever he does is going to be good.
Do you know him from like, or remember anything from when he, I think Saturday Night Live or whatever, he used to do audio clips, Toll Booth Willie and all this stuff. It's like way when he started.
Toll Booth Willie and then,
do you know that?
Yeah. What was the, yeah.
But
what was that?
He's been doing it a while. Like
he has been doing it for a while. I mean, what was that off of? Was that Saturday Night Live?
I remember hearing the audio clips on that. I don't know if I really saw a video, but I think it's around the Saturday Night Live era.
I'm pretty sure it was Saturday Night Live.
Or maybe it was stand-up comedy he was doing at the time, but it was like a character he created, Toll Booth Willie.
He did do stand-up too. He did do stand-up.
I think he created, it was like I remember I was like high school or something listening to that, or right out of high school, and it was like an audio track that he, like a stand-up track where he had these characters or different scenes that he just created like out of, and there was a couple, I can't remember the other ones, but the Toll Booth Willie stands out. That
reminds me, there was this one show that I fucking loved when I was a kid. And maybe this is where like my love for I love funny women. Like I love women like Nikki Glacier, I think she's fucking funny, dude. She's fucking hilarious.
I think I know who that is.
I think Whitney Cummings is fucking funny. And I get a lot that I look like Whitney Cummings. We've had a couple of people even comment that on some of our videos. And I see it. And I think she's fucking hilarious. I think Jenna McCarthy was really funny. Or was it Jenny McCarthy?
She was the MTV host or something.
Yeah, she was fucking funny.
Oh my God, that was so long ago.
I don't know. I love funny women. And I know that it's really hard for women to be seen as actually funny, especially to men. It's like they hate it. They hate when a woman is funnier than them.
I don't think that.
Oh, I do. That's why they have so many memes about it.
I just think the ratio to men, maybe there's just so more men that are comedians than women, that the ratio, you see the ratio of funnier men to women might outweigh that. I don't know.
This is exactly what I mean, like literal thinker.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
You can't say. I mean, like there's not a lot of women comedians in general. I don't think. I would say there's more men than women in that field.
Probably so, but I honestly think that the women that are in there are pretty fucking solid, dude. They're pretty good. Pretty good.
Do you like them? Do you like Matt Rife? I don't know if I'm saying the name right.
I would like to fuck Matt Rife. I don't. I don't.
Do you think he's funny?
Yeah, I mean, I think he has some funny. I think his sense of humor is more mainstream, I guess you could say. And I like very dry, sarcastic, roasting style. So
I do too. I think his interactions with the audience are so like improv.
Quick. Oh, yeah. They're good.
And they're good.
It's really good. It's really good.
I like that.
I think Bill Burr is probably one of my favorites. And Chris, I don't even know if some people might not know who he is, but Chris Porter. He used to have a special on Netflix called like, what is it? Like Ugly and Angry or something like that, or Angry and Ugly. And dude, his sense of humor, it was pretty top notch. And then I like Fortune Feimster, I think is how you say her name. Dude, she's fucking funny. Clips. I used to watch her though, like way back in the day. She had this, if you guys have the opportunity to, you should totally YouTube Darlene Witherspoon Ping Pong Cooter Shooter. Because it is gold and she's in it and it's like some of her older shit. And dude, she's like dressed as like a fucking Hooters girl and she's like a bigger girl and she's a lesbian. She's hilarious, but like you can tell that like it's a bit, and she fully gets into character for this role and it's just so funny. It's so funny. Well, I had like all my friends at the salon and stuff watch it whenever I used to work in Gonzales. And I think one of the girls dressed like her for Darlene Witherspoon for Halloween one year. It was so funny.
I love to see it. The name.
It's just good.
It's
and like another one, see, this is whenever I feel like maybe I shouldn't share. That this is probably where I might be oversharing. Because some of these videos, I'm an odd person. So some of these videos are kind of weird. You know who Old Greg is?
No.
I'm old Greg.
I mean, if I saw it,
You
I
want to
might
see
would
my
recognize it.
mangina? No. Have you ever drinking Bailey's out of a shoe?
I haven't seen that one.
Do you love me? Do you think you
I think
could
it's
ever
over,
love
Sharon.
me? Huh?
No, I lost my voice.
You have there's a little glass of agua right there. Take a little sip-see of. Did you purchase these cups on your own?
I did.
Okay.
Do you like them?
I do like them. It's a did they not have black ones or white ones or like a neutral color?
No, they have a black and then another color like gray. I have black, gray, and white ones too in the kitchen.
Oh, so it was just like a multi-pack.
Yeah, I just ordered different ones of each color.
Okay.
I mean, the pink one wasn't, like a.
I just feel like, most guys that I know would generally go for a different shade. But hey, I mean, I'm with it.
Oh, the ex wanted a pink one, so. She said, "Oh, I want pink." I was ordering cups, so the pink one came.
It's cute. I mean, I like it. Sorry, I'm not trying to like.
No, it's cool. I don't care. Works. Somebody would use the pink one.
What's that shit called? Like AMSR, where you
Yeah.
God, dude, during COVID, what was it? The fucking organization videos had me in a fucking chokehold, okay? Organization, cleaning. Dude, at one point, I fucking vividly remember taking apart my goddamn dishwasher for 7 fucking hours. For 7 hours.
See, I didn't get that downtime because my work, just people needing video content because they couldn't... Like realtors, they needed video tours, this and that. Like it just shot through the roof. Like I was slammed.
Yeah, you was essential. You was essential.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like how fucking rude of them to be like all non-essential. What you trying to fucking say? Like I'm not necessary? I'm not needed?
You're not necessary, but getting flooring at Home Depot and doing your floors is necessary.
Or not only that, like what was her name? What was she looked like she looked like, if you've ever seen The Emperor's New Groove, the lady, the evil lady on there, I can't remember her name, but her face structure looked like that. Nancy Pelosi. That's who, that was not the queen, the lady's name, the queen, I can't remember. But they have the same like facial structure. I just always felt like something, I remember watching a movie whenever I was a kid where like the person's bones like start disintegrating and like falling off, like the jaw, Beetlejuice. The jaw falls on the floor. Okay. Every time she talked, I felt like that was going to happen. Like it was just going to and just hit the podium or some shit. She just looked decrepit, I guess is the best way to say it. But she's the one that they caught her on camera going to the fucking hair salon.
Yeah, several of them.
And I'm like, oh, I thought y'all was trying to say we wasn't fucking essential.
Yeah, they're all getting their hair dyed and cut.
Exactly. Like, you could make us essential. And then guess what? Then you ain't got to sneak. You can go get your blowout. Yeah,
that was just complete bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole thing.
I know. I do feel bad for their
getting censored
a lot
for
of
even
people
talking about it online or challenging it. I
do feel bad for like
bullshit.
the deaths and everything that occurred with that because I know that that is very, very, very sad.
Well, yeah, absolutely, but like also, I think it was just a form of the flu, just a different name.
Let me tell you something. They definitely propaganded the shit out of that because I was pregnant for whenever it first started. Like I was about to have Cyrus right whenever it first started. And they were saying like immunocompromised, which like your immune system when you're pregnant is lower. And if you're pregnant, like pretty much don't go outside. Like, dude, I was like Lysol and everything down. Like the parents you saw fucking their kids getting out of the car, they're Lysol their kids down before they go back to school. Yeah. Like I was genuinely terrified.
They made it seem like it was the plague or something. If you went outside, you were going to just die.
Yeah, that's what you felt like.
Yeah, and it turned out, and the thing, what was so crazy is if you talked about it or challenged anything or like, hey, or questioned it, you were banned from social media, like pretty much. Yeah. That was insane.
I wish they would ban me. I wish. Because I do feel like
I
sometimes
see some people have like 4 accounts, backup accounts. They get banned.
See, me, you know what? If you ban my account, just fucking do it. Get rid of me digitally. Get me out. Because, and I say that, it's like I love it and I hate it because I do feel like, what do they call it? Doom scrolling. It's so easy to do. It is so easy to like go to get on there to look something up and then you see something else and then you click on that. And then the next thing you know, you've been scrolling for hours. That's why I refuse to get on TikTok. You know why? Because when I started it,
you're looking for something. Next thing you know, you're watching a squirrel water skiing, laughing, sending to somebody. You're like, what am I doing?
Dude, at like 4:00 in the morning. And it's like, I got up to pee, dude. That's it. I got up to pee. I thought about something, wanted to look it up real quick. And then here I am awake, you know? So, it's frustrating because it's like.
It's doing what it's supposed to do. Keep you on there.
But, and with TikTok, what would piss me off is that when you do it for so long, they have these little, it's not an ad. It's like this little person that pops up and it's like, hold on a minute. You've been scrolling for too long.
I haven't scrolled
And I'm like, fuck you, scroll. You know, scroll right past you, bitch. Because it's like, I'm going to stay up another 2 or 3 hours now because that's how I am. I'm going to show you. You know?
showed them.
Yeah. See, I still am immature as fuck, I guess, because like last episode, we were talking about how I fucking jost people, which is like, that is how I flirt. I flirt like a fucking middle school person. Like that's how, and just now, you know, I mean, that is it. I haven't grown up yet, I guess. It kind of checks out. I do feel like I have like a little bit of Peter Pan syndrome.
It comes.
No.
It's just time.
I don't accept it.
No, like growing up and not being immature about stuff.
I think you should always be
like from 35 to where I'm at now, I'm way different.
I know. I think you should always change. Yeah, for sure. But I think you should always keep that like inner child, playful side alive. Like you have to, like your imagination, creativity, whatever it is, because it's like, dude, I couldn't imagine it. You know, it's like I'm so big on, I'm not afraid to die. What I am afraid of is dying wondering what if, you know, because I want to make sure that I do everything that I want to do.
Yes,
you know?
Gary V, some lady ran up to his car and she's like, Gary V, tell me something motivational. He goes, you're going to die. And she's like, he goes, you're going to fucking die.
Yeah.
That's your motivation. Do whatever you want.
And it's true,
you're going to die and nothing's, I mean, that's
you
it.
You are. And that's
and
the
I was
thing
like,
is
damn,
like,
that's fucking,
I mean, I do believe in,
solid.
It is. I do believe in reincarnation, whatever. I do believe in like, I have this one book that's a really good book. You should, if anyone's interested in that shit.
Don't wait
like,
till you're going to be reincarnated to do something you want to do.
Many lives, many masters. But like, I just know that I have this like one shot at this, whatever life this is, whatever dimension this is. This is my one shot currently right now, you know? So it's like, I want to be a little bit more intentional with my time. That's why I was saying, like, I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to be a better version of myself. And then, you know, from what I understand is that, you know, who you are is what you attract. Okay. Yes. So clearly I have been a piece of shit for the last 2 years, or honestly, just like a waste of time because I want to be more intentional.
For yourself, like you've wasted your own time?
Oh, 100%. Time that I put into other people that I cannot get back. That like I should.
That, though.
Yes, you can, and you should.
Can't. You have to like. No, that's where. See, you sitting there thinking. If you're spending time thinking about the past 2 years, you're fucking wasting time.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm sitting there thinking about the past 2 years. How you said you've changed from 35 to 40. Okay. For me, I've also changed because the person who does not like, I no longer allow people to step over my boundaries. Like, and how I know where to set a boundary, because this was really hard for me to do because I was so much for all of my life up until these last 2 years a people pleaser. And sometimes I still catch myself doing that. I hate it. And it's like deep seated in like that fucking childhood abandonment, fucking daddy issues shit. I mean, if you were to put a picture of daddy issues next to the definition of it in a textbook, it would be me. I am a poster child of it. Looks wise, mannerisms, what I do, say, everything. But it's like,
Forgot.
what was I saying? Come on.
We were talking about not dwelling on past issues.
Okay, yeah. So this is the thing for me is like, I was always a people person because I had that deep seated issue of like having to have acceptance and
But do you keep thinking about that though?
well, I mean, this is part of me healing. I don't think about it every day. That's what trauma is. Trauma is something that like you have gone through that completely rewired your brain that makes you act differently and you don't even realize that you were doing it. Okay. And so that's why like trauma therapy is a thing, like psychotherapy is a thing. Sometimes you need extra intense therapy because it's like, my therapist tells me I am the most self-aware patient she has ever had because I know when I'm doing something wrong, or I know whenever it's not good for me, or I know why I do it. And I know why I do it to the point of like how far back it goes, like how deep it is seated inside of me. But I still choose to do it anyway. That's where my disconnect is like, how do I get to where like, I don't want to keep doing that anymore. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like I go off on these fucking tangents and it's like, I forget the point of what I was trying to fucking say.
Stopped, like for me dwelling, at one point, I just had to stop. It's easier said than done because things happen and you think about it and you spend time. And then I just finally got to the point where I stopped spending time thinking about things and I learned to get over it quick.
And focus on the future.
And focus on the future.
Yes.
Because then if you spend 3 days thinking about something that happened, you just wasted 3 days of your life.
Correct. But this is
something that you can't change.
Exactly. But this is the thing. I don't do that. Like I don't sit there and think about certain things and stuff like that. I have gone through things that have like rewired my brain to make me like I am I am trying to be a different person than what I was. And if like how you said, in my early 20s and mid 20s, kind of sort of into my late 20s, I was a piece of shit. Honestly, not to my friends, but like to guys in general. But because it was like I didn't value men because like I have never been able to depend on one in my entire life. So
you're still immature that me too.
But like, I also realized that like I didn't want to be like that anymore. You know what I mean? So I went through like this whole spiritual awakening and then I guess my karma for the way that I used to be a piece of shit came back to bite me in the ass. And so that's like a whole different trauma that I'm trying to work through now. And it's like, sometimes
I think it's good to get slapped in the face sometimes.
It is. But sometimes you don't realize that you need to work on something until you're put in a situation that like sparks, like, that's what I'm trying to pay attention to. Like when I say like, I need to set boundaries, it's also like, I know when I need to ask myself why. So like what I try to really pay attention to for someone who has always had a hard time with setting boundaries, I started paying attention to my body. So when I would be in a situation or around certain people, or they would say something or do something that would make me feel like uncomfortable or uneasy or something, I would either immediately say it right then and there, or I sit there and I mentally put a pin in it. And I'm like, okay, you need to like unpack this later and figure out what it is that made you feel the way that you did, because there's something there that's not feeling right, but I also take it even a step further, because I think before I used to sit there and say that, but then I would be like, well, this is what pissed you off and this is why. Now
I have friendships or relationships or just all across the board?
Relationships mainly. But I sat there, like now I sit here and I think about it. I go even further and I'm like, okay, well, what pissed you off? Is it something that person did? Or is it something that happened to you back then that you're dragging into this situation now? Is this a trigger? And that's how I know if it's a boundary or a trigger.
How often do you react right then to it opposed to thinking about it?
I try not to be a very reactive person anymore. And I am a very like one of the things that.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm a very,
I try to make sure on some things I try to make sure and evaluate, because when you're in a relationship, sometimes you might react a certain way.
Yeah.
Just unintentional or like a reflex.
Yeah. Well, I do know this.
You don't mean or cue
I do
somebody
know
or say
this.
something.
I'm a very used to be, and like I know I haven't really anymore. I think like maybe with one person, I've in the last 2 years. No, not even in the last 2 years. I get very I hit below the belt. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I don't even really have to, like, I'm not gonna scream at you. Like now I know that for me, when I cut off access to you, that's all I have to do. That's when you lose access to me, that's all that I have to do. Because I know who I am. And I know what I bring to the table and I know what I have to offer. And if you were in my life for any like, even if it was like any stint of period of time, then I know that I treated you genuinely, you know? And if you chose to be a piece of shit or if you chose to do something, and like I said before, I can put up with a lot of shit, and I will put up with a lot of shit. But if you get me to that point, and it takes a lot to get me there, once I get to that point, that's it. Like I'm done. Yeah. There's no looking back. There's no going back. Like I'm over it. I'm done. I wash my hands of it. I'm not mad. Like look, I'm not going to hold any ill will to anyone because that is just going to take up more space in my heart and my body of negativity. And I don't want it there. So it's like, you know what? I don't wish you any ill will. And what I've learned is like karma will always take care of who it's supposed to take care of. And it's just that
I don't hold grudges against people either. I get over it and like pass it.
I get over it. But my thing is like, I don't hate you. I'm not going to start shit with you. If I see you out, I'll tell you hello. That's fine.
I don't want to be uncivil with anybody. That's immature and childish. I mean,
but the thing is like, don't try to joke with me. Don't try to text me and be like, hey, what you doing? Because you will get met with like, oh, no, thank you. Like, this is no longer, this relationship, conversation, anything to do with us, like being in each other's like, same energy. It's not happening no more. Because for me, it's like, I have a good energy, I have a good energy. I that's my favorite compliment that I get from people. It ain't got nothing to do with my looks. It's the fact that like, I genuinely want people to be happy when they're around me, so that's why I think I'm fucking hilarious, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, I genuinely love making people smile. And if they're laughing, they're smiling. And so if you're laughing with me or at me, even if it's at my expense, I don't care because it means you're happy, So it's like it is a transfer of energy when you're around other people, and I've said this before, I'm fucking done it anyway, but like you should be selective with who you choose to have sex with,
well, yeah.
To each his own. You can do whatever you want. And I will never call it like, I think it's a double standard with men and women with the whole sleeping around thing. I think it is definitely more acceptable for a man to be a hoe than a woman to be a quote unquote hoe. I think whenever it all boils down to,
do you think it's because?
I think it's because men have like, I'm not saying men today. That has been the stereotype. If you think about it for years, it's like, were there brothels of women? Brothels of men for women back in the day? No, it was brothels of women for men, and that's what it's always been. So it's like, it's always going to be labeled as that. And
do you think it's more or less because females statistically have more of an attachment when they do that? There is some type of attachment for most females if they were to sleep with somebody more than just, and guys can do it more submissively. Like,
I do think women get a little bit more emotionally
it's just
involved.
Sex and that's it. Boom. It could be sex. And
I think women do get a little bit more emotionally involved. But I also think, I don't know. I just think that the norm of, or I guess maybe it's just for me, I don't necessarily know if I really believe in the norm of what society says is like a normal way to be in a relationship or the way how life should be. Because it's like, you mean to tell me out of how many billion people in the world, I'm only supposed to, one person? What?
Yeah.
I love meeting people. I love meeting new people. And it's like, for me, I feel like I'm one of those people that's supposed to have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 great loves of my life. You know what I mean?
How many have you had so far?
2.
I'd say 3. 3.
You've had 3?
Mm-hmm.
I won't say 6 or 7 because God, that shit was exhausting and it took a long time. So I would say
3 that
4 or 5.
Real.
4 or 5, I think, great loves. Like, and when I say great loves, what I envision is like that passionate, like unrealistic expectation of love. You know what I mean? But it's that feeling that it's like, you know, that it's real. Like it's there.
Yeah.
You know, you can't explain it. It's just there, you know, and I've only felt it twice. And it was my last 2 relationships that I had. So it's like, you know, I think that's why for me, how you say like, you can't think about the past and let it keep you from doing something else. It's like, oh, let me tell you, it's hard. It's hard to love me. Like, it's hard to love me. And I know it's hard to love me because I make it very difficult.
I don't know
because
about thinking about the past, like dwelling on the past. I would say personally dwelling on it. I guess I'm meaning more of you, like you can reflect on it as a lesson, but like to sit there and think and beat yourself up about something over a week or 2, that would just be totally consuming.
Not like that. For me, it's like I definitely let what I've gone through mold me into who I am, knowing that like, because I'll tell you, like, dude, when I love and I'm in a relationship, like I love with my whole being. Like but I always keep that like, that's still that I don't ever I'm never fully 100% vulnerable with someone.
Yeah, I can see
you know what
that
I mean? And it's like
you have a guard up.
And I want to be able to let that down, but it's just like
scary.
I haven't been able to because I've been, and it's even early on in the relationships, like something will happen and I'll be like, oh shit, you know, and like immediately feel like judged or like I can't be myself or whatever. So then it's like automatically going into it for the rest.
Judged by the person you're with or judged by just people in general?
No, judged by the person the person that I'm with is judging me. So it's like for me, I don't know, like I love with my whole being, dude. Like I just, it's just who I am. I love hard, you know, I'm hard to love, but I love hard once I do. And it's like, that shit wrecked me, bro. Like wrecked me, both of them. And so it's hard to want to go into something else with that being a possible outcome again.
It is hard. And I mean, I've recently went through an experience that wasn't good and it felt like it was right.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't let that dictate how I go forward because that's just going to be crippling myself. And I won't let it dictate
I agree.
that.
And I do think the last few years, that's what I've been doing. That's why, like, I do firmly believe that, like, you attract what you are or who you are. You know, you mirror yourself usually with, like, relationships. And for me, it's like, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing in the mirror. So, and I think I have to sit here and think, like, where I see myself, you know, like where I'm not where I want to be, like in different areas of my life. So it's like, I have to evaluate, like, what am I doing? Am I doing things to get me there?
Okay, wait, let's say you do become vulnerable with somebody and you get hurt. You're going to die one day. You're going to die. So if you don't take the worst case scenario, you get hurt. You're going to get over it.
This is the thing, Joseph.
You do have to keep a guard, you know, guarded.
For me, it's
I'm not
different.
saying just anybody.
No, but for me, it's different because when I tell you, like, it's hard, that type of failure or rejection, I guess you could say, or discard or it not working out, like, you do, like, for me, like, since birth, like, you know, you have the one person in your life who's supposed to love you unconditionally, you know, your parents. And it's like, you have someone that has done some horrible fucking shit. And then not only that, but like could give a fuck less that you exist as a human being. So it's like you as a child something is wrong with you internally, because why don't they love you? Why don't they want you? You know? And so I feel like you go two separate ways with that. You know, you have, or three separate ways. You have people who are totally unfazed by that. You have people that do the overachiever side, which was me, who
And do you think
maybe if
this
I'm
is-
the best at everything that I do, and I'm the smartest and the prettiest and the best at sports and the best at this and, you know, all this stuff, maybe he'll love me.
Would you say this affects females differently than males growing up?
I can't speak on that, but what I can say is that from a female's perspective, your father is who is supposed to show you, be an example of how you should be treated as a woman and how you should be respected and loved, and the certain kind of standards you should set for yourself. That is your father's job, and how the proper way to love and to be loved.
Well, see, I didn't have a dad in my life, you know.
But you're a guy.
Yeah, so it's different. And like when we were talking about a minute ago, how it's viewed if females sleep with different people compared to males sleeping with different people. I just think we're wired differently, obviously. Does that make sense? Like just the way certain things affect females opposed to males. I'm not saying it's a double standard. It's just how it is.
Women are naturally nurturers. Like they're naturally more emotional and things like that. So, yeah, I'm sure, of course, men and women are definitely going to have different reactions to that. You know what I mean? But I do think that trauma and things that people go through also, you know, it's the same thing. Like I do believe in horoscopes and like your astrological sign and stuff. I'm not super well versed in it, but I also don't like, I think that horoscopes are right in like the type of person you are, as far as like certain characteristics that like I can definitely see. But I think the experiences that you go through in life is what makes you, you know?
I think the horoscope stuff, I used to think it was complete bullshit. And I kind of started looking at it and I was like, damn it does seem kind of accurate.
How can you say it's bullshit?
No, I used to think a long time ago.
You want me to tell you why? When I tell people this, they're like, that makes sense. So if you think about it this way, scientifically wise, because for me, I will believe in something if you can show me the facts. Okay. Scientifically, that's a good way to prove something right. So you agree that the moon has a pull on water, right?
See, I don't know that much into it.
The moon has a pull on water, right? Tidals, like all that. Like when the tide, not titles or waves, when the tide comes in and out.
What I'm saying is I don't know how, I haven't looked into horoscope stuff that much on how it intertwines with that. Just the signs
you're not
itself.
letting me finish. Okay, that's not what I'm saying.
Damn.
You always do that though. You cut me off. Yeah.
I have to cut you off or I just sit here the whole time listening because you like.
That's not true. That's not true.
Y'all, whenever, sometimes.
Look, I'm a fucking yapper,
if I talk more than 5 minutes of the show, she hits me afterwards. Call somebody help.
And what did we talk about earlier? Victim?
I'm a victim.
You're always a victim. Oh, well, since that was on the last episode, let me go ahead and say that too. So victim card that Joseph likes to pull, it's not like he does it intentionally. So he'll say, you know, maybe I should cry because then I'll get more sympathy. That's manipulation.
But important thing to remember is I didn't cry. And Jordan would call me the fuck out on it if I did.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would, because I would know exactly what you were doing. See, and that's why
I really wouldn't do that.
You couldn't even keep a straight face whenever you said that at all.
Because you were looking at me like crazy.
Because that was crazy. What came out of your mouth?
What were we talking about?
You not saying that you wouldn't cry to get sympathy.
I couldn't make myself cry.
I bet you'd keep a pen in your pocket and poke yourself in the leg to make you cry on demand. I know you would. Sympathy card. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I like to throw. I don't have a card to throw ever.
Oh my God, here we go. Here we go.
I don't.
Look, I told you, I have like a middle school way of life. I roast as flirting. I just like, it's like picking on you, you know? It's fun.
That's funny. I like it.
You can pick on me.
Yeah, I do.
Roast me.
Not as much. You do it
If
yourself.
I'm nice, look, if you ever meet me and I'm like, no, I'm definitely nice to everyone. I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm not a bitch in real life. And then like, if I like you, I'm nice to you. I'm genuinely nice to everyone. But if I roast you or if I'm like super fucking sarcastic asshole with you, that means that I fuck with you hard. I'm a sucker for some good banter, man.
I need to be called
love
out.
some
I don't
good
mind it.
banter.
I need to be called out sometimes. I don't mind it.
I do too. And sometimes like I do think that like sometimes I used to, how they say like you can dish it, but you can't take it. I do feel sometimes like back in the day I used to be like that, but now I'm like, sometimes someone will say something and I'm like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I do feel like sometimes you can't take it or you'll get mad.
I mean, probably so. It depends on what it's about. Sometimes with you, I just get angry because it's like you're just too literal. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's hard to joke with you.
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I guess.
Was Stuttering Stanley on the last episode or this episode?
I don't even see. That's where it gets confusing. When I fuck up an episode,
Oh, he loves to say "we" when shit goes wrong.
And we have to film again. It's like we don't know what we've already touched on that we talked about before. So it's like
I don't know what we've touched on sometimes during the same exact episode that we're currently talking about. So it's hard enough
if we record it twice, then
we recorded. No. We gotta get back on topic, dude. No, you know what I did notice though?
So what do you want to talk about?
No, you know what I did notice?
Where are we at? 50.
You know what I did notice?
What's up?
Okay, so I know that this is gonna sound ridiculous because I feel like a lot of people are like, it's like autism is like trending or whatever. I don't want to say trending. I think what it is like I love Love on the Spectrum. Have you ever seen that show?
No.
I think that if we dated that way, like they don't lie. They literally say everything that they're thinking. Okay. Everything. And sometimes like this one kid who I can't remember what his name is, but he's on speed dating and they have these cards. Each person gets one. And so what the rules are with speed dating is after you meet the person, you either put a check or an X and you write down like the X, you write down Y. Okay. When you're done meeting them. So in the middle of the date, he's like asking her questions. And anytime she says something that he doesn't like she's like, no, I'm not really outdoors. He writes a big X and he writes, doesn't like the outdoors. And so whenever it's done, she gets home, she goes to the next thing. And the directors are like, you can't do that while she's still sitting right there. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, they're just super honest, it's super good. I love it. But I think now, like, just because, I know Slayton, my oldest son, was diagnosed autistic, like probably around like 4 or 5 years old. And at first he was diagnosed with like bipolar disorder or whatever. But honestly, it was sometimes like you have to understand when kids are not talking like fully, the only other way for them to express emotion or what they're trying to say or it's frustrating for me when I can't fucking remember what I was trying to say or whenever I can't articulate what I'm trying to say. It's frustrating for me. So I can't imagine, I'm sure at 3 or 4 years old, I would throw a fucking fit.
Yeah.
If people couldn't understand me, so like he had some issues like acting out and stuff. But honestly, what it boiled down to was like, he couldn't, it was frustrating for him because he couldn't communicate properly how he was feeling, and I think I've always like paid attention to that. And it's like, I have started paying attention to stuff in myself. Okay. Like certain things that I have had and have done my entire life that kind of make me question, like, I've been on ADHD medication for as long as I can remember. And then like, they say that there's these certain things like,
I don't like I had to get off that for a little while. And that just really changed me.
What?
ADHD, like Adderall and stuff.
Let me tell you something.
It makes me like more cold, not distant. And just my personality is different. I feel like it takes away from my creativity.
It doesn't, I won't say it takes away
I'm
from
more productive in an aspect, but then.
Let me tell you something. When I don't take my medicine, You think I'm a yapper now? You think I am a yapper now and I am medicated, okay? When I don't take my medicine, when I say I don't shut the fuck up. Like I remember one of the girls that I used to work with at the salon in Gonzales, she could tell when I didn't take my medicine. And she would legit, I'd be in the middle of talking to her like this, and she'd be like, I know you didn't take your medicine. I need you to get away from me right
I had people at work,
Too
whenever I used to do
much.
sales, they would know whenever I go to meetings and not take it. They're like, do you need to take your medicine? You're all over the place.
Yeah.
But
I have tunnel
since
vision, but I
February, I
have like
haven't been taking it
175
really.
tunnels.
I've been off of it. I had to get off of it in February.
Yeah, you did. You did. You're getting
Just-
old.
No.
Some certain little things happen as you start getting older. No, but
I'm gonna throw that in there.
I didn't say
getting
anything.
older.
You're emphasizing it, so now you're making it even more.
I'm like young.
Are you trying to convince yourself
No.
or me?
I know.
I'm okay. Cool. Good for you. Good for you, brother. Did you know that Hulk Hogan died today?
No.
It's a sad day for us fellow brethren out here.
Damn.
I cannot
The Hulkster.
believe it, man. Oh,
Are you sure
rip,
it's true?
brother.
Is it true, or is it just like somebody put? Because do you ever see where somebody will post something?
Yeah, dude, look,
on
it gets me.
Facebook?
It gets me all the time.
But do you see that? There's like
Gets me all
somebody
the time.
died today. I'm like, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
And
We
you
were
look it
talking
up.
earlier about, dude, that's one thing for me nowadays is like, look, I have my core group of people that I have had in my life for over 15 years, my family for my whole life. Those people are the only people's opinions that I give a flying fuck about. Everyone else's, do not care. You know why? Because you don't fucking pay my bills. You are not really involved in any day to day in my life. You don't really know anything about me. So, and honestly, the way that people are, it's like they love drama. They love a story. They love whatever.
Yeah, they
So
do.
whatever happens, no matter what you show them or what you tell them or whatever facts they have, they're going to believe whatever version is more interesting to them or other people.
Yeah, whatever makes a better story to tell other people.
My thing is like, you know what, y'all, I have heard so much shit about me and I'm just like, damn, man, you know what? Yeah, I did do that. I did that. Because my life is way more interesting than the way that they make it seem than what it really is.
I'm shocked whenever I hear something about myself from so-and-so said this about you. I'm like, man, I don't even know that person.
Dude, same. Like I've had that happen numerous
I don't know. It's
times.
Is it flattering that they have something to say about me and I don't even know them or haven't talked to them or ever had a conversation or text? If I haven't never texted you or talked to you on the phone or even a DM on social media, I mean, it's just, it's kind of crazy, but whatever.
I've had people come out, I've heard you were a bitch from so-and-so. And I'm like, who? Who is that? And they're like, oh, so-and-so. They said, I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, I honestly have no idea who you're talking about.
Well,
Maybe they have me confused with
we
someone
can
else.
all known each other, what, 2010, 11, somewhere around there.
I made you sit down on the floor with me in the middle of the casino and have a powwow.
I know, that was so funny when we did that. It was random too. It was a LaBerge. But when we start hanging out more and doing like the color line and stuff like that.
Weird, dude.
Huh?
I don't know why I'm so weird.
Why were we on the floor? We were laying on the floor, sitting on the floor?
I didn't feel like standing up anymore. So I said, sit down with me and I just we had to talk. And no one told us to get up. No one told us we had to get up.
I don't remember how long we sat there. But when we started hanging out more, like in doing the hair color line, stuff like that, testing color and coming out. And then we've become a lot closer and better friends and stuff. Like when we first started hanging out, you had mentioned some things, we won't go into details, of things that people said about me. Or you heard different things from certain people about me. And is the perception you have different from what they said? Or do you think it's pretty accurate?
I mean, I don't ever believe what people tell me, usually. Like I'm always one of those like, I think
I don't think you really judge me for it, but she's like, so-and-so said this and this and like.
Well, I just like to ask because it's like, my thing is like, if I hear something about somebody, like, look, except for my core group of people, or if like I have clients or someone else, like I care about my client's opinion of me, like from a professional standpoint, you know what I mean? But like, I know that like, dude, you know what would be a great drinking game? People who listen to this podcast, every time I forget or lose my train of thought, you should take a fucking shot, because I promise you, you'll probably be blackout by the end of the fucking episode.
Well,
Like
what we
my
were talking
brain.
about is, I was kind of revisited it a little bit. I guess if people start telling me things about an individual, especially somebody I was going to date or friends with, I don't take that in. I'm still going to find out for myself.
Okay, but that's a good topic though, because let me tell you something. A
I'll-
lot of people do though, because it is perception. So my thing is this.
I'm always wondering what's their motive, especially if it's somebody that I'm not close friends with and somebody just feels the need to call and tell me something or message me and, hey, you better watch out about this or know this about this person. I'm like, why do you care? Like,
Yeah.
What's your motive?
I definitely look, if it's one of my friends and someone that I care about, like if I hear something, I'm definitely going to say, hey, look, this is what I heard. Okay. But in the same sentence, if whoever is telling me something that I think that person needs to know, I will straight up look at them and I will be like, so it's okay that I said that this came from you, right? Because I'm going to tell them. Like,
Yeah.
I can't not keep it from them. Like, it's one of those things like, it's the fucking golden rule, dude. And I feel like people didn't learn this shit or they forget it. Treat other people the way that you wish to be treated.
Exactly.
It's that easy.
That's
that fucking easy. Are you doing something, or is it what you're doing or what you're saying, what you would want done and said to you?
I'm 100% with that.
You know?
I agree to that.
And so
especially in relationships and stuff, if it's something you wouldn't want done to you, you shouldn't be putting yourself in that situation.
100%. 100%. You know? And I think that, I think that's a good note to end it on.
Yes. Continue on the check.
Now, if anything is fucking wrong with this one, I'm done for the day.